motherfucker, that's where I stay.
On the south side, we stay paid, motherfucker.
What's the word, everybody? It's your boy E.T. here, Enough Talk Podcast here with another one. And we got special guests, got the juice now.
Yes, for sure.
Hey, the classmate, the fam, like a sis. We definitely got the last name. No, for real, huh? So you give them a little brief introduction.
Okay, cool. I'm with Got the Juice now. We started back in, late 2020, right at the peak and end of the whole COVID pandemic. Well, it started when the pandemic started. Mm-hmm. And so it took off from there. I started this basically because it's something that I knew. Mm-hmm. And I went for it and I was like, why can't I've had so many business ventures before that failed. Mm-hmm. And I said, well, let me tap into something that really, I know, and that's healthy living. That's how I started, is with me. Okay. And I don't do nothing or take nothing that I don't try myself. So I'm my own guinea pig. So I said, let's go for it. And everybody was trying to find some way to get healthy with the pandemic. Okay. Because they would try anything. So it was you need to find something that works for you. So I started back in 2020. Okay. And it started off
before we get deep in the business.
Oh, what's up?
Now, let's let them know where you're from.
Oh, Houston. Born and raised.
Houston, born and raised. Okay. Yeah. Raising up. Let's let them know, how is it raising up in Houston? Or area, because I know you from
I'm from the north side.
Oh,
so I started off here.
Yeah, see, this is good information.
From back in the day, Mama driving us all the way from the north side out here just to have a better education.
That's crazy.
So it was kind of appreciative. It made me very humble. Mm-hmm. I mean, me and my brother, we literally, when Mama had to work, a lot of people don't know this, now they know, but a lot of people don't know that we would have to literally come from that area, catch the metro, come all the way down here to the southwest side and wait at my mom's job in the car just to get, home. Yeah. So it was and we doing schoolwork in the car, we napping in the car, waiting for Mama to get off work. Mm-hmm. And that's just how it was. But it's a survival mode. And I credit my mother a lot for,
building
it, and my brothers as well, and instilling qualities in them as men to excel and do things. Mm-hmm. So I'm just following behind them. I was follow your brothers. That's it. So that's how it was. Yeah, and it helped keep the grind.
You're not the only girl, huh?
No, I am the only girl.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if I'm not mistaken, because I saw a few of your film, and I did see older brother and a younger brother. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm familiar with them.
Definitely. Yeah. And so it instilled grind in me for sure. Okay. So, yeah.
That's deep though, to know, because you know what I'm saying?
And nobody knew. We come out of here, we go to school. We go to school out here, and nobody knew. Guaranteed. It wasn't a way to do it, but it was a way to get a better, education system than back in them times. It might be a little more better now, back in the north, but back then it was straight here, straight there, grandma, because she wanted us to have a little bit, better education. And
that time, our time, A-Leaf was I guess fresh. We was the first spouters of the mission of what they doing now, whatever type. So we called it at the good growing prime time.
Yep, of how it was, but.
To where it's a cool district, to where diverse, versatile district that taught us a lot for sure.
Right, but back then in the north we didn't have all that. So I came out here, I saw a whole new
no disrespect to the other side.
No,
disrespect y'all. Y'all not like Amy.
No, born and raised. It got us through. Yeah, but it's very different. Let's say that it's like this. You would want some of that because there's still some humbleness in you, and then when you got out here, you man. There's more to life than a certain area than that, because that was all I knew. And then moving out here, we finally eventually moved out here, and it stayed.
Okay, we could talk about the sprout of entrepreneurship, but what little, not saying hustle things that you did, not saying a kid selling candy, or what influence, what you could say influenced you to even get that percentage of entrepreneurship?
The mindset?
Yeah.
Oh,
what lessons have taught you to?
I have a lot of people in my family that are entrepreneurs. So it was you always got to have that one lock-in and then that side hustle. Yeah. So that was just it, because you have to have something to fall back on. I can't I don't have people that I can just call and say, hey, I need this. it's like, nah, you gotta go get it. I mean, I wish I could, but I can't, type thing. So I saw my aunt, I'm not gonna lie, she was really like the forefront of me getting started, because she helped me with my energy, my ability to be knowledgeable and things like watching her grow her business from the ground up was just amazing, and seeing the humble beginnings that she came up from. So I would say that shout out to Houston Mobile Henna.
Yeah, hey, for real, shout out to that woman doing her thing.
Yeah, for sure. So I give her a
too.
lot of credit, and I stick close to her, not just for that, but for clarity, for guidance with the grace, the faith. So it helps. It really does help to have people in your corner. But growing up, I seen it. I got mowers in my family. They got a whole mower business. Never worked and punched in on 9 to 5. They just basically went for it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing, to see what, like, you know what I'm saying, what things or what people that you saw that to let you know it's possible, because a lot of people probably have the hustle and the entrepreneurship in them, but they'll be thinking, or they'll be doubtful because they never even saw anybody else do it ground up. They only just saw things that was already.
I saw it, and it was just like something I had to do. I mean, I started doing T-shirts, fanny packs.
Yeah.
I started
That's
doing,
what I want to hear. Like, what was your hustle before that? And
T-shirts, fanny packs, and it all failed. And I'm not gonna tell you, like, man, I wanted to give up so bad, because I was like, I'm putting more money into this stuff than I'm getting out. Like, so I was done. I said, I'm really done. I'm finna just punch in on these 9 to 5s and just stick to that for the rest of my life, because it was a breaking point. Because I'm like, man, I'm not financially stable. I don't know this. So what I did was I took a break and took a step back. Started self-teaching myself business, because I couldn't afford to do the schooling and stuff like that off the bat.
It's not just money, as you would think. Like, are we doing this just to make riches? It's way more, and then it's time, and then it's this. So I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and stop everything, because something I'm not doing right, because I'm just going off of winning a prayer. I'm buying the machines. I bought the vinyl and all this stuff, and I got all this stuff, but no progress. Like, none of the money's coming back. The designs I'm making, nobody's wanting mine. They want somebody else's. So I was like, you know what? Let me just stop. So I stopped, came back, and I looked at myself, what I really wanted to do. Yeah, what you really love, that will pay you. A lot of people in my family, they had health problems. So I was like, you know what? Let's see what I can use, you know, for my daily life. And that's what it was. So I said, I'm gonna go about it and start self-teaching myself business, and from YouTube University to books to all kind of things. And that's just how I excelled. And now, when was it when you ran into, Seamoss? I understand you said the health issues made you turn that way, but, you know, when was it where you was like, Seamoss, instead of like fruit or other type of medicines or everything? Family would come to me with different things, you know, just not coming to me, just venting. And let's say that, and so I'm like, they can't afford the medicine. So it's like, well, we gotta find another alternative for you. So I'm reading up on stuff, and then when I don't even remember how I came across Dr. Sebi. And it was astounding to me. And I'm like, why ain't nobody funding this? Like, what? And this was years ago. And I'm like, why ain't nobody funding this? Why is this not being talked about? And I read about him. I read about Queen Afua. She's she started off with very strictly with women, and then the womb health and things like that. So I was like, okay, cool. But how I came across the Seamoss was through Sebi's videos on YouTube, because I used to be on YouTube constantly, because they were teaching me different things. And you can search whatever up on YouTube, and you have to have that discipline and mindset, though, to sit there and listen, and take notes. Because, I mean, the teachers are all out here. Whether you're going to a school or not, the teachers are all around us. And it's just, you have to heed that information and move, you know, accordingly. And so how I came up with the Seamoss was with him. And I'm like, what is that? Like, what? And the way he's describing it, I'm like, this could help this certain family member. This could help this person. So I'm looking through it, and I'm just like, what the heck? So I came across, that is a full body supplement with the minerals that it's putting back into our bodies. You can eliminate all the supplements that you take, because it's going to have all of it in it. It's just the consistency. You have to keep consistency with Seamoss.
if you want to see a change within you.
Okay.
So that's how that came
that's how
about.
it came up to where you was like, okay, this is the one.
Right.
Because you saw how many things that it could fix, and how many people it could fix that you're familiar with.
I learned about the real and the fake because they have fake Seamoss, and I was like, man, like it doesn't separate. It's just bulky, and I'm like, this isn't what he was saying. He says thin. Yeah. He says thin. So I'm like, cool. So when I say, well, it's supposed to expand. And it never expanded. It was just thick Seamoss. Yeah. So when you see it, and it was overly salted from the sea, because it comes from the sea. And when I held it, I'm like, this is nothing but salt in my hands. It's not supposed to be that way.
It got its own coat or its own like.
The fake Seamoss, it has like
No, I'm saying the real Seamoss produces its own like.
Right, you're gonna see like rocks. You're gonna see like it produces it from the ground. Okay. So from the sea in a sense, but it produces from the earth. Okay,
somebody got some Galveston seaweed.
Right, maybe so, and sold it, and I bought it, and I'm just like, what the heck? And it's not doing what he said it does. So I started watching videos, and they say it is a variation of fake Seamoss being sold. And you're thinking it's top of the line market and this and that. Now you have to know what you're buying before you use it.
Fake Seamoss out there.
You could be using fake Seamoss and not know what the heck is doing to your body. It is a variation of fake Seamoss. Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy now. Now going through that, like when you ran into the fake Seamoss, did you get any doubt of like, heck nah, this ain't it?
Because it's not what he said.
Yeah.
It's not what he said.
No, I'm saying of doubting of wanting to even sell or deal with that stuff for people.
Oh, knowing that it's fake?
Yeah, people out here selling.
I'm too prideful. Okay. So I'm not going to give up. I got sold the fake stuff. I'll never work with these people again and this and that. So I did more research and I started talking to more people that were knowledgeable of it. So when I was doing my juice events, it was strictly just juice. Before I started branching into Seamoss and juice. And so I came across people that were, all different walks of life from different areas. They started natural living. Because I chose to go vegan. So when I chose to go vegan, I started going to vegan places and I'm seeing people from different walks of life. They came up to me and we're just talking. And I'm explaining, how do I do this? Like, how do I eat? Like, what do I do? I want to do what he says or I want to do what she says, but I don't have
especially with that specific knowledge. Format.
Right.
It's not normal. You don't see it often, so you would have to.
So I ended up going to a place out here in Houston and they had Seamoss. And so I'm looking and I'm like, it doesn't look the same as the other one. So I started speaking to them and then they told me they showed me the gel and they showed me the raw Seamoss. So the raw Seamoss, it looks like what Dr. Sebi said.
The real
he
deal.
didn't give me an example picture, but the words that he spoke, I was like, okay, this is it right here. Yeah. So I say, when I watch this and it expands, I'm in business. Yeah. So that's how I came about doing that. And I partnered with
you said, so you was doing mixed fruit juice before the Seamoss got added.
I was doing, the Seamoss isn't added in the juice. It's the gel, it's separate. Okay. So I started doing both. Okay. But before that, I started doing the juicing. Because of the nutrients. For myself,
you got some people that just straight, they just live off
for myself, though. I wanted to put nutrients back into my body.
Vegan.
Right. I needed some type of way. And the fastest way was juicing. So you can sit there and eat fruit all day, but I'm trying to work a 9 to 5, right? I was trying to work a 9 to 5, study business on my own and stay disciplined and not turn the TVs on and not do that. So I had to lock in. And when I locked in, I was done. I said, I got it. This is what I'm going to do. Okay. This is exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay. Now let's get into when you actually found the real deal and you started with business. Now, how did that process go? How was your first session, your first selling, reviews, all of that? How was that experience?
Honestly, it was wild. I mean, I'm sitting in the Heights and I'm like, these people are not going to, and my table wasn't as extravagant as everybody else's. I didn't have the canopy and stuff. So I was just like, man, they're going to walk right past me. I was doubting myself because that's how you got to go through every stage. You're going to go, when you're starting a business company, you're going to go through every stage.
That's why I asked that.
You're going to go through it. You're going to go through the doubt. You're going to go through, you don't have the courage. You maybe they won't take me serious. I done put so much money into this and I need to turn it around somehow. So I'm sitting there in my little stool and I'm just like, man, by myself. I had no help, no clientele, nobody. I just was like, cool. I posted it on social media, and I'm just sitting there.
Yeah.
So one lady comes jogging up, and she's like, hey, I didn't have breakfast today, so what do you got?
Thinking it's just straight smoothie.
So
Yeah.
I say, well, I've got juice, and then she's like, okay, give me one of those. Took it. I guess people started to watch and like, let me go say something to her and things like that, and I'm just waving at people. And so that's how I got it, waving at folks. And so when people walked up and I had a display of what Seamoss was and what it does and things, I had a whole display. So they were curious. So once I got that sale, I took a deep breath and I'm like, it's gonna be up from here.
Right, yeah.
There's just that one person.
Yeah.
That was the one sale I ever got. So she ran off, and that's how it came about. And the people walked up on me and they were like, well, what? They read my sign.
Yeah.
What is Seamoss? We know
Yeah.
the juice, but what is Seamoss? So I told them, and I told them the minerals and all the things that you put back in your body, how mucus causes a lot of diseases. And we accumulate mucus right now because it's from the things that's in the air, from what we eat on a daily. So we're accumulating it, and it eliminates that. So I was explaining that to them, and I didn't know I was talking to a doctor and her husband. So I'm explaining to them, I said, doctors, they really don't, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, take it how they want to take it. I don't feel like they want us living long. We are profitable. You as a human being, once you are born, you are profitable. So that's why we have social security numbers and things of that nature. We are something that is profitable.
Correct.
They don't want us living long. So these teachings and things like that, they try to scare you away from it. Sebi's teachings, they try to take it off social media. They try to report it and things like that. So I'm sitting there talking to them, not knowing I'm talking like really talking about these benefits and how the natural life is for me and things like that. So she explained, oh, well, I'm a doctor and this and that. I said, yeah, you're needed. They're definitely needed, but you're a quick fix to me. And that's all I told her. And I mean, I know now I would have a different tactic, but I was just starting out. So he bought a juice from me. She did it, which is perfectly fine. But I touched a nerve on somebody.
Yeah, guaranteed. So she's knowledge about Seamoss,
right?
Basically.
So she's like, well, you know what? And then he's like, you know what? I'll
let me try.
Yeah, I'll do some. So he bought something from me, but she did not. But you have to take the good with the bad.
Guaranteed.
And hopefully, her walking away from that conversation, she wasn't angry. She was more so, let me go back and search something up because this might be something I want to be a part of. You know. So doctors they are needed, and I give them all the grace and respect. But when it comes to the modern medicine, I don't agree with. Because I feel like it's a quick fix when I can take something that'll help me for a lifetime or eliminate it to where I don't have to do it anymore.
Okay. Now the next question, what you said, man, have you ran into some people where you saw the results of them using that and consistently using that, it worked?
Right. So I dealt with a young lady, I would say she was about in her early 40s. And she was saying that she couldn't afford medicine, the medicine. She was a diabetic, and she couldn't afford it, and she was borderline about to be on dialysis. So she was telling me I have to figure out something. She says, I've seen things like this before. This is her coming to an event. She was like, I've seen things like this before, but I'm from California. I came out here for, the cost of living and stuff like that. And she was like, I don't have the money to do this. So I said, well, you know what? Well, let's try something. So we did detoxing, and she did a full body cleanse, and she stopped and started, veganism. Like I say veganism, but she started not eating meat. It's really like you have to have discipline. Yeah, because it was hard for me to shake ribs and bacon. I can tell you that.
I can't put hot sauce on nothing vegan.
It was so difficult, y'all. It was so difficult. But with her, I say you have to. And she was more so afraid for her life that she was like, I can go cold turkey with this. I want to live, and I want to live long. So she stopped it, eating the meat, cold turkey, which I gave her the grace because I had to do it gradually. So she says, I want to do that. And that's what we did. And we did a full body cleanse. We did fasting for 2 weeks. And I told her, well, you're going to have to fast often throughout this process. And she did that. And I said, we're going to get you on the Seamoss, and the consistency, you have to take it. She has to take it. She took the Seamoss 3 times a day, morning, noon, and night. That's how we got that done. And then as time went on, she went to her doctor, and she was just like, what have you been doing? And they told her what she told them what she's been doing. And boom, she was like, well, it's in remission in a sense. Diabetes, you will still have it.
Yeah.
But you will no longer have to be on medicine. You will no longer have to come every month.
Because with diabetes, it's just it's about stabilizing.
Right. So that's what got me. And then as time went on, coworkers that I've had, and I would do that with them. And it was Seamoss, turmeric, and ginger. That's what I had gotten.
We hear about turmeric a lot because it's in like teas and stuff like that.
And it's very beneficial.
And ginger too.
The way you take it, and even if it's powder form, is very beneficial. And so we would mix that in because I do infuse Seamoss as well. So it was infused. Seamoss was infused with the turmeric and ginger, and I was working with diabetics, and he did the fasting and stuff like that, and it worked for him. And he came running up to me, and I'm like, what? What did I do? And he was just like, no, man, I talked to the doctor. This stuff is really working. I can't say we can fix things. We can tolerate these things that are going on within our body. These are things that we can manage. You just have to add it into your daily life. It's just a way of life. If you want to be here, you have to put in the work. That's all I'm saying. If you want to be here, you got to put in the work. And we have to get more active in our lives. People tell me all the time, well, I'm walking at work all the time. That's not active.
Yeah, just because you're doing your little cardio, leg stretching.
You are not getting active.
Yeah.
You have to do way more than that. And that's just,
it relates to exercise and also to food. And also to habits. But let's
not wait for something to go wrong.
Guaranteed.
Before we start getting our lives together. Guaranteed. That's what I want a lot of people to understand. Let's not wait for things to go wrong within us. Ain't nothing wrong with me, so I ain't got to do it. But let's not wait.
The statement, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's something we gotta get locked in.
Wear and tear exists.
Right.
Basically,
it does.
For sure.
It does.
No, one thing that I like that I'm hearing is like not only that you're just like as of selling your product, you following up and informing damn near like therapists or a coach with the formula that you're selling.
With all kind of different I wouldn't say ailments, but all kind of different things. Like, man, I have this and that. I'm like, well, let me do my homework. I always tell them, let me do my homework because I'm not giving people false hope here.
Guaranteed.
I will never do
false
that.
Advertising,
yes,
false
no. So I said, let me do my homework. And I'm studying now to be a wellness coach. I want to do the wellness coaching, working on getting my certificate in that so that I could start doing seminars and things like that for myself and for, the public. And so.
Nah, that's nice though. So with one question that, like you said in there, the benefits of natural living. Do you want to break down to the people the benefits?
It is very beneficial, and it's more so you have to have a want for it. You have to have a want because it's a whole new demographic of ideas. It's different from what the doctors have been telling you. You're stuck on pills and potions. I recently saw like something that scared the heck out of me. Was like a bag of pills, and I was just like that somebody was taking, and I'm staring at it because it's like, man, that's what's keeping you alive. But do you realize the symptoms that more side effects of it causing? But when we get to a certain point in life where we want a quick fix to make it all go away, I just wanted to go away instead of making it go away for a lifetime. Yeah. So when I seen that, it kind of like boggled my mind. That it took me back to a point where it's just like, dang, and it hurt my heart. It really did. And I was just like, okay, let's move on from that. So back to the question of the how beneficial it was to do natural living. It's saving money in a sense. It's waking up feeling better because I can take a pill and you tell me that this pill is going to help me do this and that. If you look at the commercials and stuff, it says, but the side effects of this, you may die. Like things like that. You may die. So it's like, nah, let me get to the root of what's in it, because I don't really know what's in this pill that you're going to give me. So you can recommend this pill, say this is for that. Okay, let me go find a healthier alternative for this. Let me find a fruit. Let me find a vegetable. That's natural living. Okay, let me cut out things. This is what I tell people. You don't have to go vegan or vegetarian. You don't have to do that. But every meal that we have does not have to have meat in it. It does not have to have fish on the plate. It does not have to have
because it's either protein or calcium. All of those are different ones. It will be overpowering.
Right, and then all you got to do, honestly, in my opinion, if we don't want to cut out the meat or things like that, because food is comfort. I tell people that all the time. Food is comfort, and we go through a lot of things. And what's comforting is food. So I would say throughout a month or so, feel how you feel. I would say, okay, a whole week, I'm not gonna have no meat. Fasting. I'm gonna fast from meat. It's not just fasting from not eating. No, you can fast with fruits, juices, and your supplements and things like that. So you can fast. But I would say, okay, I'm gonna go a week without meat, and then you'd be like, dang, I can do another week without meat. I'm gonna just do certain things without it. I'm gonna work around it, my meals, because food is comfort, but also food is medicine. Think about it.
No,
I hit you on the head with that one. But no, food is medicine. Like our kitchen and things like that. That's our clinics. That's our office, our hospitals. Because that's where it starts from. It starts with what we put into our body.
The lab.
And then the doctors help us for when things that we haven't been put into our body or things we've been put into that are wrong. So I give all grace to doctors because they are needed. But when it comes to natural living, I want to fix it for a lifetime. I don't want to fix it for just tomorrow, just today, just for a month. I want to fix it for a lifetime. So natural living, I'm telling you, it's a way of life. And honestly, it'll help you with your mental. Yeah. Because a lot of times we deal with a lot of mental illness in this day and age right now. It's rapid. So I'm thinking like locking in on your health and things like that, you will be an example for somebody else. Guaranteed. Right. Because once they find out, oh, something's wrong with me, the mental is all broken. So it really is. Even if it's good, bad, whatever, their mental is broken. Yeah, that's true. I would say natural living is the forefront of our mental, because our mental and our health, it is the forefront of our mental. Okay. It really is.
Okay, yes, dog. That's very nice. And hearing it, and you do it now. What can I say? Someone asked the question already, but of it helping people. Now, who do you say that it helped more often? Like of what you've been hearing the feedback, like people with diabetes, people with.
People that have, a lot of times they're a little scared to tell people their business. And that's perfectly fine. Yeah. But I say when it's with Seamoss and juicing and fasting and things, from what I would say that my products have been helping, it's with everyday life. Okay. Everyday life. It's bringing energy. That Seamoss, I'm telling you, is a full body supplement. Energy. It's a men's libido.
So it's a supreme nutrient smoothie, basically.
Yes, it is it's technically a gel, but you can put it in smoothies.
Yeah, we'll wear yours with it.
You can do whatever. It's the sky's the limit with it, because it doesn't take. You can boil it. You can blend it. You can all kind of juice it. You can't necessarily juice it, but there's ways around it once you boil it and solidify it and stuff. But it doesn't take away minerals. Anything you do with Seamoss, that's how powerful this is. It doesn't take away from anything. It doesn't take away at all. So your job is just to be consistent with it.
Yeah, because you got people like me. I'm a person with sickle cell, and I take daily pills. Right. It went from when boys was older with probably a lot of pills a day to now it's probably 4 or 5. Right. You know what I'm saying? Of it's iron and all of that, calcium and B12 and stuff. But I'm looking at it okay, that's somewhat help a person like me.
Of course. Of course. But like I tell people, you don't eliminate your daily routine until you have, you have to know this is what I want to do. This is something that I want to do. And it's not just taking a herb. It's a life thing. You have to change your whole demographic just to see if this works for you. Because everybody is different. I'm different. You different. The world is different. So I would say that stepping away from the modern medicine and things like that, I would literally tell you, gradually bring yourself into this, but it's not just taking an herb. You have to focus on your what ailment that you have. What is it?
Causes.
Study it. Study what it is. Study why is this happening to me? Study if this is something that's from my family. If this is something that I just came across. So you have to study it. You can't be afraid of it. So you get in and you study it. And then you say, okay, this modern medicine makes me feel this way. But what's in it? What's in it? Because some of the things that are natural may be in it, but there's other things in it that cause the side effects. So you have to find out what's in it and you extract it. I mean, it might say, okay, this is something that I can switch for black seed oil. This is something I can fix with fish oils. Iron, I can do beet juice. I can do that. I beet juice with different things. Because everything good for you, it ain't gonna taste good. You take the cough syrup, or you take, like as kids, we take that little purple stuff, but you take it and it's nasty. So everything, and people are like, I can't drink beet juice. Okay, then add a strawberry in there. Add something in there, because that's still something that's needed. So you say, all right, beet juice, do this. So it's different things. That's my only answer to that is study what it is. Don't stray away from it. Don't be afraid of it. Anything. And I'm just saying from your situation, others as well. Don't shy away from it. Don't shy away from it.
Yeah, next I was gonna get to is the taste. Like, how is the taste? Because I ain't gonna lie, people like me, or a person like me.
Right.
Yeah.
People are very textured too. So I learned that from people. With us, we do the gel. We infuse the gel with your favorite fruits or vegetables. We infuse it. That makes it a little more tolerable with taste. Because eventually, you're going to wean yourself off of it. And I can literally take the strings of Seamoss after it's freshly cleaned, soaked, and I can just eat it straight to the head. But we also do the gummies and we do the capsules. Seamoss capsules, Seamoss gum. Everything is very natural and all the way natural. And you take the supplements, you can pop them in your protein shakes. So it's powder. It's not a pill in a sense. It's a supplement. So I want to always make sure people understand supplements and pills. Those are two different things. Yes. So if you can't pop a pill like that, it's not a supplement. Yeah. They can put supplement on it. Yes.
Compared to the ones in the capsules.
Totally different. Because now you know, okay, there's something I can study what's inside this pill. I can't study what's in that pill. I can study. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You can study it.
Yeah.
So that's how we go about it, because everybody is different. So the texture of Seamoss might not agree with a person, but the gummies, okay, that's something I can take twice a day, or I can take once a day, and
it's
I
hard.
can move
Flintstone,
right.
Vitamins is nasty, but the gummy ones are cool though.
You don't know.
Back then,
the taste and texture of things is how we roll from birth, because we can start off eating something as a child that's disgusting, but it's disgusting, but we don't know, because we don't know it yet. Because I have a family member, and he's about 2 right now. When he was about 1, he had the Seamoss, and he had the raw Seamoss with no flavor added or anything like that. And his mother was giving it to him straight like this, and he's wanting more of it. She's all right, this is enough. Like he's like, where is it? Until this day, I supply them with Seamoss, and it doesn't affect him as he's growing, because this is something he's had. He doesn't know taste as a baby. He doesn't know that tastes good, that tastes bad. That's it. So it starts from the children on up. Like, it starts how we choose to feed our babies. I'm not gonna go and be eating healthy and then go give my child McDonald's. I'm not going to be eating salads and fruits and vegetables every day, keeping my immune system up and all this, but go give my baby something else, that's not of this variation. So it starts from birth. So I would say, textures and things like that with Seamoss, it starts from birth. And we have different variations of it.
Okay.
So
The gummies, yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
I
extra variations. Kids love it. They really do. Kids love it, and then adults, of course, as well. So it's different ways to consume it. Okay. But consistency is the key with Seamoss juicing, natural living, consistency.
Okay. Next, I should have asked in the beginning.
What's up?
The name. I got the juice now.
Nah, y'all gotta bear with me on that. That's wild. Okay.
Yeah, get that.
So like, what's funny is I'm weird. I love watching documentaries and things like that. Mm-hmm. So I get real locked in. Mm-hmm. I love the LA riots for some reason. I don't know why. Watching the LA riots gets me, man. Like, I don't know. It's like some empowering stuff to me. Yeah. I don't know why. It just does. So I was watching that, and then in my mind, Tupac is my husband. So like, so in my, that is like my man. So I was watching Juice, and you know what I'm saying? Wait a minute. And so I'm literally watching the movie Juice. And so I went on GoDaddy, and I'm like, let's see. Yeah. If it's available. Somebody else with the name. So they had, you got the juice. Yeah. That was gone. I said, so I'm thinking, and I say, you got the juice now. So that's how I came up with it. So I put now in it, and I was like, you got the juice now. I bought it, and it was mine. Mm-hmm. I said, I'm sold. Because that's how I came up with it. I'm like, I loved the movie. Mm-hmm. And I'm going with it. Yeah,
because when we think of juice now, got the juice now, we think of that movie.
Nah, and I'm real big on graffiti. So I like the if you look at my logo, it's kind of mimicking that. Guaranteed. So I'm really
with fruit,
big. Yes. Fruit in it. So I was like, let's go with that, and it locked in and everything like that, and I was like, that's how I'm gonna get it. Got the juice now. That's how I'm gonna really in.
No, that's fine. That's creative. That's
because
nice.
I wanted to relate on all different levels. I want people to understand. Got the juice now isn't just some type of stick in the mud. You can literally be in the environment of Got the Juice Now, and we're family, you know. Mm-hmm. I want everybody to understand it is the demographic of it, and then God willing, we'll be able to open up a storefront soon. Yeah. And the vision's there. So when God willing, within probably another 2 years, we'll be able to do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was gonna ask on your future plans, where you going? So you say storefront.
Storefront.
Anything further? This storefront as of like.
Honestly, it's the storefront. We're doing great online right now. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're gonna be locked in online, and then we're gonna be traveling to different places. So when we have events, we'll be in probably I think it's gonna be. It might be San Diego soon. It might because we're gonna be at different places. So people come to us and say that, hey, we want y'all to vendor the event, and that's how we're moving right now until we can get the storefront. But soon it's coming. It's nice. Coming. God willing, faith and everything, it'll come.
Keep up the hustle. Keep it up for sure. You know, like how you say you started in 2020. Mm-hmm. I started the Enough Talk in 2019, and we have. I remember the first event.
Yeah, you know that we did together.
Your first vendor event with all different people. That's how I met Mobile Henna. Yeah. Yeah, that's how I met her, and I remember the thrifty lady too with the clothes. Yep. I can't think of her name right now, but I just say keep going with it. You know.
Oh yeah, because it's with a business. I tell people they think, it's just quick, easy. No, we have to answer to the government. We got to answer to the president in a sense. We got to answer to a lot of things,
the customers,
right?
Especially for the consumers.
Yes, our target audience. So it's, I say always support businesses. I don't care what type of business that it is. Support them wholeheartedly, and it'll all take off from there. Because everything that we give to people, we get it back.
Guaranteed.
So we get it back. So let's stay genuine and let's support businesses, small businesses at that. I tell y'all, support it. Support no matter what it is. Support it. Please support it.
Yeah, all the way. Right. You know me, like that's anybody working, I'm willing to support for sure.
Yes, you know. And you're a godsend for a lot of people, man. So giving us opportunities and platforms like this to put us, in the forefront and still, succeed in what you do. So it's
appreciate it.
It's very appreciative. We're very appreciative.
Heck yeah! So and then like I say, one thing I see the genuineness, because like you following up with your people, you making sure that you not just giving no any type of things or type of stuff to consume.
Right.
You know, you even live the lifestyle, like meaning that you played the part of your last, like how you said you was your own guinea pig.
Yeah.
You know, before you just out there giving
It to people. Yes.
Yeah.
So I lock in.
Yeah, that's fire. That's fire. Got the juice now. I gotta tap in. Seamoss. What else? Other than Seamoss drinks, what other type of drinks y'all get? Y'all just straight juice?
Yeah, we do straight juice. Everything is fresh. Everything is homegrown. So it's not nothing that's not organic in a sense. So we do right now, that's what we're locked in on, just the juices and the Seamoss.
And the Seamoss, okay. And then you got new flavors dropping, huh?
Yeah, I did. I just dropped the Blissful. It was a Blissful Booster. Something with a holiday feel, but I really want to keep it on there because it's kind of becoming one of my favorites. So I'm like, if I like it, I know that my customers are going to like it. So I'm like, I have to taste it before I put it out there. And I think Blissful Booster is going to be a nice one. So if y'all want, it's on the website literally right now. Check it out. And we're drop flavors ever so often. And then what I'm going to do now is start taking suggestions from my clientele. So I think that's going to be quite interesting to see what people come up with. Yeah.
Because I was going to ask you like how you get creative with the flavors. But
I don't know.
Asking the people is the greatest thing. I ain't gonna lie.
It's gonna be something interesting. I'm a little afraid to see what they come up with. But I want to do a segment probably where I have the people that are frequent, because I get people from so many different places. So I want to probably go live one day, and we're gonna probably brainstorm on that. I think that would be dope to have the consumers kind of start coming up with some of the recipes.
Yeah, that's nice. It's a people's choice. You know what I'm saying? People know best.
Right.
We gotta think like the people. You know. So that's nice. You want to give them the platform, the website?
Oh, okay. Yes. Of course. We're on Instagram. Got the juice _.com. I mean, at got this juice now _ but we have the website and the link in the bio. Anytime we're going to be anywhere in the city of Houston or outskirts of the city, we're going to post it on our IG page. So that's just how we're moving right now. And also on Facebook as well. You can look up Got the Juice Now. We're going to pop up. And for sure, that's how we're going to
y'all tap in. Got the juice now.
Yes.
It's our people, man, from the beginning to the end. And even though this is long marathon, so we ain't seeing no end, you know.
Not at all.
Like how she said, natural living benefits. Like, you know, you want to be on it. Like, pay attention to your habits. Pay attention to things that you put in your body, how you handle your body. All of that type of stuff. This was a good, like, very super informed session for sure for me. Like, you know, as of one of the people with health issues or whatever type. So, you know, appreciate you all the way.
Lock in.
Got the juice now. Now tap in.
Enough talk. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. And I also want to dedicate this to my grandmother right now, who's in the hospital fighting for her life. Doris Robinson, we rocking with you, boo.
No, for real. That's her last name, Thomas?
Oh, Robinson, she's married.
Doris Robinson.
But she is a Thomas. She is a Thomas. Yeah, we
Queen
family.
Thomas. Queen Thomas. We praying for you.
So we praying for you and pull through this, baby girl. We love you. Thank y'all.
Hey, that's enough talk for them.
Down south is where I stay. Switch 4 lanes, living the same.